The Nigerian government has pledged to prioritize industrial revival, economic diversification, agricultural transformation, and job creation in the country, as the Vice President of Nigeria, Kashim Shettima, alongside a delegation of governors and senior government officials, paid a visit to the Glojagbe Industrial Zone near Cotonou for a high-level walking visit with representatives of the Beninese government, investors, and private sector operators. Speaking after the tour of the Integrated Industrial Zone, Senator Kashim Shettima expressed satisfaction at the intentionality of the drive for industrialization, as he promised a similar structure in reviving Nigeria's textile and agro-industrial sector as the country aims to strengthen the implementation of its Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zones program.
Well, we are here essentially at the behest of President Bola in the spirit of the Green Home Agenda, to see clearly on global best practices on value addition. We are setting up 8 agro-industrial zones in the first place in our country, and it's fairly imperative to visit an African success story where there's a whole chain of value addition, cotton, cashew, and soybean value chain.
The visiting governors also commended the industrial setup, describing it as a representation of modern infrastructure, private sector investment, and intentional government strategy, which needs to be replicated in the country in order to strengthen agricultural value chains and boost industrial development across the federation.
What we've seen in Benin Republic today is an eye-opener, and I want to commend President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for sending the Vice President, distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima, to lead this delegation. We are satisfied with what we have seen, and I think if properly replicated in Nigeria, each state advancing on her comparative advantage, it will create the prosperity we are looking for. So the Renewed Hope agenda is a solution that we need to cure poverty in Nigeria.
This is more of a peer review, Pan-African peer review. We were earlier in Ethiopia to see what they've done, and now we're in the Benin Republic. Now, to learn from the mistakes they've made and the positive effects of and impact of the process of the industrial processing zone. This has been a very beautiful one. We looked at the cotton value chain, cashew value chain, and soybean value chain, and we see tremendous success. And we will take what we've learned from here to Nigeria while we're implementing us.
This visit is quite exciting. We've come to see a proof of concept, that we have seen something that has worked from idea to reality. And for us on the plateau, as you know, we're the second batch of the Special Agro Processing Zone, and we've already taken some steps. This has broadened our perspective on practical steps to take. But I think what this has taught me is the intentionality behind this success. It's not something that can just happen by chance. There has to be a political will to drive it. And then you find round pegs in round holes. And honestly, the potentials for us in Nigeria, and in Plateau State particularly, they are far more than what we have seen. But we need to take the right steps to get to where we need to get to. And it's not an option. And I'm glad that we came together with Mr. Vice President to see a practical manifestation of what we've been talking about. And this keys into the vision of Mr. President to build the $1 trillion economy. Is about production, is about processing, and I believe we can do it.
Well, I think what we have seen here is quite encouraging, and I think as a country and also as a state, we feel we have learned so many things that we will do. One, it will help to industrialize the state, and secondly, it will create job for our team youth. You see, a major problem in Nigeria is giving job to the team youth, and I think with a setup like this, we should be able to create millions of jobs for our youth, and that will definitely sustain the country And you see, youths are the future of the country. They need to be engaged, they need to be educated, they need to be healthy, and they need to be productive. And that, I think, with adoption of this concept and with what is happening in Nigeria, like His Excellency the Vice President said, already 8 centers on the first phase, and another 10 centers are coming for the second set. I think in Jigawa we are trying to see how we can add value, especially with our product, agricultural product. Our value addition on the agricultural product will help us create job for our people.
Olumide Abiodun Mudashiru, reporting for PFM Global News.